Hey guys, we're at this bathroom remodel today. Working on installing this pocket door, so I thought I'd bring you along and kind of show you how it's done and how I'm doing it. This is the first time I'm actually using one that has these wood wrapped in the steel. So we're gonna kind of try that out. Hopefully it will be able to keep, or it will keep the walls of the pocket door a little stiffer, a little straighter. So anyways, that's what we got. I've got the track up here already installed. You can see my laser line to get it nice and level. It's always really important to follow the instructions the best of your abilities, or make sure you kind of read them all before you begin. So I've done that. It's kind of interesting. This is the first time I've had the instructions tell me to actually put this nail here, both sides, and that's what it kind of rests on while you're getting it set. So that was kind of handy. It was a little difficult to get the one side in with the nail, but anyways, I just rough opening. I went with 84.5 because that's what the instructions said the minimum height could be. The opening for a pocket door is, generally speaking, always twice the size of the door you're doing plus 1 inch. So this is a 2/8 opening, or 32 inch. Double that would be 64, and then plus another inch is 65. So that's what the rough opening here is intended to be. I've got the track set up. I went ahead and screwed it in. It would look nice and centered there, both sides with that metal bracket. And then also the wood framing here looks really nice to my header and everything. So we're gonna call that good. Next thing we're gonna do, obviously you can see I've got my laser line set up over here, and this side, both these sides are fastened. But I'm gonna go ahead and shim in a couple places here on top to make sure that that top of that header or track stays nice and flat and it doesn't move around on us over time. One other thing I want to note here is this track actually came as a 3/0, and then you can cut it down to the size that you need, which obviously they had instructions along with it to do that. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but like on here, it's got like 2/6 or 2/4, or even down to 2/0. And I cut the side right at the 2/8 because that's this opening that we need. And then you actually ended up, there's markings on the top of this as well that you cut, and then you end up cutting this track 1 3/8 shorter than this wood part. You reattach this this metal clip here. All right, this is a great example. Like I said, make sure you read the instructions all the way through, which I did that, but I obviously missed a step because this spot here where the wood is actually on the side, that's where the actual opening of the door is going to be. And that this side is actually where the pocket door goes, and so we want the opening over here. So I got to flip this around. Oops. Thankfully I hadn't done all the shimming up top yet, so it was pretty easy just to flip around. But now we know. We learned something. Alright, I believe that's it. Should be installed, ready to get covered up if I wanted to. These were pretty easy to install, really. It's pretty slick. They fit into this metal track there. I had a line drawn from the outside of wall to outside of wall. Line it up with that. Plumb it up this way. And then it just called for nailing it there. So I imagine once you have your drywall and everything, attaching all this together, it's going to hold together pretty good. I think at the bottom I'm going to add a 1x4 on both sides, just for something a little extra for base, to just add a little strength there at the bottom. And I think I'm also actually on this whole cavity here, I'm going to add a 3/4 piece of plywood, I think the whole way up and down. That's what these measure this way, they're 3/4 of an inch. I'm doing that for a couple reasons. One, for cabinet install, they'll have something nice to screw to. And then also up in this area there's going to be a towel holder as well, so that will give us some backing, something a little more than drywall, especially since we can't really use drywall anchors since the pocket door does slide back in there. So having a 3/4 piece of plywood plus your 1/2 inch will give you a little something at least. You can put a inch screw in there and hold everything real nice. So I think that's what we're going to do there. Alright, so I'm working on this backing for the pocket door. I got the first piece in. And I was thinking about just doing some strips at the bottom for base and stuff back here. But after putting this on, like I'm pretty excited. Like, this really stiffened this wall up. And I'm really liking the way that looks. So I think I'm actually going to do it in the other two cavities as well. I mean, you just, even trying to wiggle this, it's way stiffer than this side over here. It's just, yeah, I'm just really excited that we can have kind of a nice stiff wall here. I actually am using a 3/4 subfloor, Durastrand brand. That's what the lumberyard stocks. And just to show you how I'm screwing this together, or putting this together, is through the end here. I'm driving a regular 3 1/8 Torx just straight through, and I've got pocket screws on the sides, and on the top I can screw into this rail up here. I didn't on this one. There's going to be a cabinet here anyways, but I think on these other ones I'm going to pocket screw down into the floor as well. Another thing I wanted to point out, since I really can't get back there to hold the back side of the board where I need it, I just measured what my gap is from here, and it's 2 inches. So then I cut a 2-inch 2x that I can push back there, and then I'll know that at least I've got the spacing that I need when I screw this together. We've got our nice pocket door here. I'm really excited about that. I know you guys probably are going to get tired of me talking about it, but having this all solid is just going to make such a nicer pocket door experience, and just a better wall in general. Having you know, a chintzy pocket door frame and just the way they've always, the wood ones were always put together, just always bugged me. So I'm really excited that I found this different option. We'll probably keep doing this in the future.
If you like this video and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn those alerts on. Thank you.